All right, so when you first get your Terminator X, you might look at the top and not know what is where and what you're trying to find. So we're going to go over the basic of the ICFs in this system so that we can help you find what you're looking for. So the first ICF looks kind of like a fuel injector, and that's because it is the fuel ICF. So this is where you'll find your base fuel table at, where you find your target air to fuel ratios. If you need to adjust your acceleration enrichment or startup enrichment, that'll all be found in the fuel ICF. The sensors ICF is just like it sounds. It's going to have your map sensor, your coolant temperature sensor, your manifold, air temp sensor, oil pressure, fuel pressure. All these sensors will be listed in the sensors ICF. The next is the system ICF. This is where it's going to have all your basic information for your engine. How many cylinders does it have? What size is it? What's your fuel type? Are you using a gasoline for your setup, or are you using E85? Are you using volumetric efficiency or speed density or one of the other setups? And what type of injectors you have. This is where all the basic stuff for that is. This is also the ICF where you'll use your learn table for closed loop, where you can make the adjustments on that. You can also make your individual cylinder corrections in this one as well. So if you want to add a little more fuel to your cylinders 7 and 8 and perhaps pull a little bit of timing from 7 and 8, you can do that in these parameters as well. The next one that looks kind of like a RPM gauge or a clock is your actual idle ICF. This is where you'll adjust your idle spark and your idle speed. So if you're trying to adjust what your vehicle actually idles at, that'll be done in this one. This is also where you'll adjust your IAC settings if you're using a drive-by cable setup. The next one looks like a spark plug. It's because it is. This is where you adjust your timing, your cranking parameters, your rev limiters, your launch retard. This is all done through your Spark ICF. The one that's the I/O, well, that is your inputs and outputs. This is where you'll adjust any custom sensors that you have or custom inputs. You can adjust all of those in here. Same with your outputs. You can have those here and any custom inputs and outputs. Next one looks like a turbo because it's for your boost ICF. This is where you'll adjust your boost pressures, what your target launch pressures are, any of your safety cuts, how it's going to actually do the controlling for boost versus time or gear or speed. You can adjust all of that in your boost ICF. The one that looks kind of like the fuel table, but it's all blue, that is your advanced tables. So this is where you can actually go in and make custom offsets for if you're trying to do flex fuel, or if you want to do safety cuts or stuff like that, you can do those in here. And you can do it 1D tables, you can do 2D tables, tables per gear, and you can even do it if it's going to be at launch through inputs. If you need to add an ICF, say you have your file set up, but you want to add nitrous to your car, you'll want to go to the toolbox because it doesn't have the nitrous up here. And you want to add an individual config. That'll let you add an ICF to Terminator X. And from here, we'll just choose nitrous and then the default nitrous. And now, as you can see, we have the nitrous ICF. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. Catch you later.